evening. Hello, darlings. How are you? Oh, I tell you, it's been glorious having this time off. And even if you didn't get to take Monday off, at least you had Tuesday, and it's a short week. Isn't that marvelous? Oh, I tell you, look at me. I'm all in pink. I never wear pink, and I'm in pink tonight. It's fantastic. I feel romantic and sort of florally, and even though the northern hemisphere is going to spring, you'd think I was too, but the hair is down. I think I look lovely winter colors in winter, your navy blues. Look, I'm always in a dark color, but just to add a bit of color, I have these marvelous pink salmon Ugg boots, and actually when I got them, I was probably how old? About 17, and my mom bought them for me. They're actually as warm as toast, but they are so, I thought they were hideous, but they're actually quite high. They're almost like Doc Martens, just in pink, fluffy suede material. They're quite glamorous. Now, as I've gotten older, I've learned to like and embrace the color pink. Yes, and having a little nunus around has also achieved that. But yes, as I've gotten older, I'm more into florals and pretty things. I was more into my dark leathers and dark woods. I still am, but I was very into my dark metals, etc. And how's everybody? Hello, Ashley. Hello, Nick. Excellent to see you. Yes, Mountain Goat, away. And Brandon, yes, excellent. I'm here for the free cupcakes. Oh, yes, Sunday indeed. Cupcakes are the fruit of the day, we'll talk about that later. By the way, when are we having our super spreader event? Yes, indeed. Super spreader. Ha. Shh. Never heard it here first. It was so lovely yesterday. Speaking of which, we went to TG's, a family member's birthday party, rather a man getting on in age. We'll all get there eventually, hopefully. And it was just so nice. We walked in, and it was sort of like a bar theme. And then in the end, sort of towards the end, you walked out onto this deck. And there was a little river. It was quite romantic, very nice. And nobody was sort of wearing masks. Felt fantastic. Like good old pre-2020. Fantastic stuff. But how's everybody doing? Brandon says, I feel like I'm about to have a reading on my future. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you. Remember, everybody, have a look at Aim to Be Me if you haven't already. Lovely stuff. Lots of fun. Lots of jibber jabber. Very, very interesting. We talk women's topics. We talk all sorts of interesting, naughty things. Yes. Or but yes, so what were you all doing on the weekend? Did you take time off? Did you go away? Were you saving your money? Were you with family? Were you just taking time out to Zoom? I think Zooming is very important. We all need to sometimes just Zoom, switch off and listen to, you know what, I still love a good classical tune. Like Vivaldi, A on a G string, that to me just makes my heart a little bit giddy. So if you like something different and you want to tone down and have a romantic moment, try that. Vivaldi, A on a G string. Lovely stuff. Oh, hello, Melissa. It's Melissa here. I didn't see that. Oh, there you are. Right. Excellent evening, my darling. Yeah, so what are we talking about this evening? So we're talking a little bit about the pink moon. And the pink moon, when they talk about all these things, they really are selfish twaps. They really concentrate on the northern hemisphere. And it's all about florals and springs and romance. And of course, us here in the southern hemisphere are going into a crispy, fresh. Our mornings are fresh and crispy. And here in Gauteng, you find in the summer, you're sort of peeling off the layers. And then in the evening it gets cold again, and it's marvelous. I love winter. I do. I love spring just as much, but I love winter. They're snuggly. It's horrible waking up in the mornings, I'll agree, but those snuggling with someone in bed, or just snuggling in your warm bed with your kitty cat or your doggy, there's nothing better, I tell you. And if you have a goldfish, and don't get a snake. What was that story about that snake woman? Vet, hello, Vet. There's my pet snake, yes. It's doing something rather odd. What is it doing, dear? Well, it lay next to me on the bed. Does it want to cuddle? No, my dear, it's measuring you up for dinner. I hope she got rid of it very quickly. Yes. Ooh, okay, so the moon, the winter, it's time to go back to also shedding off anything dead. That's what winter's about. It's also realizing that we need to let go of perhaps something that was slightly negative in our lives, something that we're not, either a behavior or something, a job, a person, a negative emotion, and anything like that. It's really good to let go and reassess what you need. And also, it's a time of reflection, and I suppose for some people, mourning. It's the start of a mourning process. I think that's a bit depressing, but I know someone whose papa recently passed away, and as they say where I come from, I wish you long life, sir, and I hope that you will be healed, and blessings to your family, and peace to you all, and deepest sympathies. So that's someone there. And Plixum, good evening, JC. Lovely to see you. You here with Senator La Luna. Yes, so where was I? Damn it, always get bloody confused. Right, so we're talking about letting go, the change of season. And I think that's what's life, we're all fighting about should we right, should we left. At the end of the day, life is constantly about change. Yes, we can predict change, but unless you embrace it, you get stuck in shittiness. Let the shittiness go, darlings, and embrace something else. It's just awesome to love your passion. Do not let go of your dreams. Do your dreams, brace them, love it. Woo! Anyway, okay, so I made some notes because you know me, I'm all over the place. Yes, and the moon, oh, by the way, the moon happens to be very close in Scorpio's orbit at the moment. So things are very passionate and fiery at the moment. I find I'm more temperamental, I must be honest. I can get quite roused lately. TG's going, what on earth is going on with you? You are just temperamental. You spark at a quick fuse. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Anything? Anyway, always right. Fantastic. As she says, Saint Sean's the swan from Carnival of Animals for peace and serenity. Very nice, very nice. Interesting. I'll look that up. Make a note of that. So, yes, Saint Sean's. Okay, the swan. Interesting stuff. I have to make notes. All right, and as you know, it's now April. Oh yes, I have to wish Elizabeth happy birthday, and I have to wish Natasha happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow, and Lala, if you're watching this today, happy birthday, my lovey. Not today, but tomorrow you usually watch. So, mwah! By the way, I think we're going to start a bit of a birthday line. So if anyone family has birthdays in the month of, we do the La Luna stream like the following month, like this month we're going into May, and you'd like me to announce some special person's birthday, we will do so and just say that that person is thinking of you this month, because thank God for Facebook. If it wasn't for Facebook, I would forget everyone's birthdays. I'm absolutely horrid when it comes to birthdays. I know the time of year, but dates, I'm useless. Absolutely. I mean, I know someone who actually only realizes it's like the year that they're in, the current year, by April. Before April, they're still living in the past. But once it comes to April, they're pretty solid in the year. I don't know if that's anybody else's problem, but it's rather like you read past an email and you're like, oh, he said 2020. No, change it. 21. Yeah. Ooh. And looky what I found. Isn't she pretty? We should name her. What should we name her? I thought she's too lovely. She matches my outfit. And she was the last one left. I'm always getting the last one left. Absolutely bonkers, darling. Bonkers. You can ask TJ. I swear I'm not shitting. Promise. Promise. The last one. So, and speaking of these, I went to the horsies. Just ask Melissa. She'll tell you. I nearly came off the bloody darn thing. What an amazing experience. I mean, I was always a rider when it came to holidays and with family in KwaZulu-Natal in the Transkei. That's where my family comes from, and there were horses. And yes, I even broke my left wrist off a polo pony, and I broke my femur off the back of a motorbike. So, yeehaw! You go, girl. Nail on the head, yeah. Cool, thanks. Okay, blah, blah, you're all chatting. Let's name Dildo Corn. Hello, Dildo Corn. Maybe something a little more gentle. But yes, so I nearly... Ooh, are my glitters or my gems coming off? So I like that, by the way. Dildo Corn. Not for the stream, Amy. Shh, she might get upset. She might get upset. But it could work. Let's try another one. How about sparkling dildo? How about that one? Yes, or dildo sparkle. How's that? You like that, Amy? Yes. Now write that one down. You know me, I'm going to frickin' forget it. What did I say? Sparkle dildo or dildo sparkle? Dildo sparkle. You get ones like that. Did you know that? You actually can get 24-karat encrusted dildos. I shit you not. You can. We saw one of those today. I saw one in the fashion. I'm just quickly changing. We saw one of those Rolls-Royce Cullinans today, parked in the mall. Wow, what an ugly thing. No, the back is hideous. I mean, come now. Look, it looks almost. It's actually. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'd like to go for a drive in it. Actually, I'd like to freaking drive it myself. But there's no ways I'm going to drive a 10 million rand car. Oh, hell no. Maybe, you never know. Here's to opening the space and letting everything in. And totally visualizing. Yes, I'll have enough money one day to drive. I would never do that, though. Who does that? Who drives a 10 million rand car? I mean, my boss literally said that's the amount of like a good building. Like you can buy a decent residential building for 10 million rand, for 10 bar, for sure. Hello, darling. The cat lady is in the house. Meow. Yes, wonderful woman. And it was also her birthday. So happy birthday, Abby. Wonderful to see you. And I'm glad you're here. What is... Oh, I missed that comment. Oh, dear. What? What did Amy say? I don't know. I missed it. But yes, that comment. All right. Fair enough. So, we are talking. So, yeah, I think it's also time now to take in... Oh, by the way, TG, the dog's in the room dying to get out. She's scratching on the door. Sorry, guys. Have to constantly do family. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so this is a time to reflect and also realize what you want and what you don't want. And letting go of dead wood. Let go of things. Maybe it's a hurt, like I said. It's something to just take stock of. You know, I think the coolest thing about winter sometimes is when you go out. I mean, it's things as kids, like it's a memory. Standing out, and some people who smoke, or some people who, well, I don't know anyone who stands outside anymore, but when you used to like, and your combustion and the warm air from your lungs would oh shit, we can't do that because stuff that because of masks. No, we're doing that. And this mask thing, the only thing I can think of, I mean, I bought a warm buff because it's so cold, and that's the only place I can think of to maybe having to wear a mask, but at least or a decent one, because it's so freaking cold, especially in August. August is the worst here in Gauteng, and in Cape Town it just rains. Yes. So, right, darlings, where were you? Where were we? Oh, yes, and I was also thinking this week about the whole, far right, far left, and I was having a conversation with someone, and I can't recall right now who. But the penny dropped, and it's actually all of us, most of us, have more in common with the middle ground of things. Okay? We all want the same things for ourselves, our children, our families. We want a roof over our heads, a warm bed, food in our tummies, and the simple things in life, And it's these crazy nutters on either side of the right and the left who are trying to confuse everything. Who are trying to bring us down. In fact, they're so mashugana that they have more common with each other than we do, the normal folk. Well, there's nothing normal about me, darling. But yes, muzzles down. It's quite chilly in Cape Town. Oh, yes, no, I know. We're expected snow, I think it said. Hey, darling? It's going to snow next week in the Berg. So when you guys get it, we always get your Cape Townian weather. Yes. By the way, TG signaling. If you like this and you want to enjoy some more, click the subscribe button and yeah, then you'll get notified, or got to notify the belly thingy, ding, ling, 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 and then you'll check me out. I do this about once a month, sometimes a fortnight, depending on what's happening. So yes, another interesting thing we did this weekend is we watched Netflix, and we watched the show called What We Started, and it's all about the DJ industry. Oh my soul. If you're in your late 30s and 40s, you oaks need to check that show out. It was epic. Epic. And they give the whole history of what was happening, like in the beginning in the 70s, how disco happened, and then there was like an anti-disco in the UK, and everything went underground, and then how electronic music started, and it's just unbelievable, like this whole journey from like the start of like David Guetta, yes, and Cole Cox, and how they found what's his name, Marcus Garrett, Martin Garrix, sorry, I know why. I know why I'm forgetting names. Yes, never forget a face. Right, all right, my darlings. Mwah. Nighty night, Ames. I know I'm just talking a bunch of Bolivar. But yes, so speaking of April, it's the month of Taurus. And I saw something in one of my bookies over here. You know, I talk about dreams, and I talk about a bit of star sign and horoscope mumbo jumbo. I find sometimes it's nice to think about funny and interesting, strange theories. It opens the mind, it creates possibility, it settles the heart. So yes, so this is something I found out about Taurians, and all of I think some of the best people I know are Taurus. They are very stubborn indeed. They can be downright frustrating, but they are absolutely just some of the most loyal and marvelous people you'll ever in your life meet. True story. Yes, Brandon is Sagittarius. We could maybe delve into something about that. All right, so let's quickly read some, not very long. Taurians seek and reflect stability, security, and are generally practical with a possessive side to their character. Risks will be taken only if they are absolutely essential, and even then it will only be after a great deal of careful thought. In general, Taurians are trustworthy, pleasant, and yet unenterprising, which some may lead to them becoming a little boring. Oh dear, but the ones I know are definitely not boring. Yes, so that's a little bit on that. I don't know, let me know if you want me to read a little paragraph on anyone's little zing-zang. Always good. Yes. Oh, and you know what's happening now? I mean, the full moon was actually last night, and I'm so sorry we didn't stream last night. It was just such a lovely party, and it's just been so hectic. I mean, I know we've had a lot of time off, but I think I get so caught up doing my own admin, getting things done. You know, you've got your kids, you've got your parents, you're dealing with car issues or house issues, you've got to paint something, and there's just, I find so little time for self. So last night, besides feeling absolutely JC's a Virgo, also one of my favorites. Okay, who can guess what I am? And you can't look on Facebook. Is my date of birth on Facebook? You'll probably figure out. Okay, first one first. You'll win something tonight. How about that? Yes. So, all right, we can definitely have a look at. Wait, who was first? I think Mr. Brandon was first. So let's have a look. In the earlier days of astrology, this is Sagittarius. Sagittarius was always represented by a man joined to a horse, one of my favorite animals, signifying the duality of the sign, a combination of strength and intelligence. Sagittarians are often intellectuals with a thirst for a challenge and an ability of body and mind to match. Taken to extremes, these traits can mean restlessness, carelessness, extravagance, and a tendency to horseplay. My. I do know a couple of Sagittarians, but I must say they do horseplay, but very, very seldom. They get bogged down by by the extremes of, I think, intellectualism and carelessness sometimes. They do come across as very careless. Very sometimes. No offense. All right, next. Mr. Virgo. Oh, yes. Some of my TGs are Virgo. Virgoans are typically worker types. They dislike a leading role in anything, and yet they are intellectually very capable. Although with a tendency to worry in work and at home, they pay attention to detail, precision and clarity. Closeness to others may be avoided, resulting in perception among other Virgoans keeping to themselves, which in turn may be misinterpreted as inhospitality. Is that right? Inhospitality. Yeah, I know a lot of Virgos come across as a bit sort of not, I don't want to say odd, but sort of they keep to themselves, they're quiet. People are always like, what's wrong with that guy? Why is he so quiet? But once you get to know them, they are absolutely little balls of fire. They are marvelous people. Also one of my favorite people. And I think something feels like it's come off. No, it's all there. Oh dear, I need a new one. I wonder if that ever happened to Michael. Oh, yes, shame. Bless him. Even though God knows. Do you guys think he did what he did? I think he was touched. In all ways. Still liked some of his music. He had talent, that's for sure. Yeah, what guide you reading from there? So this one is Dreams and Destiny. No, I think you have, and maybe not in your, there goes my checker slip. So this one is Dreams and Destiny by Geddes and Crozet. I'm probably saying it wrong. But yes, there's a whole section about dreams in here. We can also look up a dream if someone's been having a dream. What have I been dreaming about lately? She couldn't remember. I think work. I often have dreams about my boss. Maybe need to look that up. It's terrifying. So JC says true, you see. So both my TG and my son are both Virgoans. And I think a lot of the time they are very misunderstood people, but they are very caring, they are good friends, and they're very dependable. Virgo will seldom tell you they will not be there, and they don't pitch. Like, you can honestly take them at their word. If they say they will come and help you, they will come and help you. Like, that's just who they are. That's how they are. And Taurus are the same. Saggies, we're all different. We all have to be different. By the way, no one's guessed what I am. No one. Yes. So I was talking about, what did I tell you about the horses? Oh, I didn't finish telling you about the horsey story. So there's this marvelous place out in, sort of on the Dalmas Road. And we go and see the horses there. And we've gotten into a little bit of habit where we go feed them on a Sunday. And it was very quiet. And I said to the groomsman, who's very capable, what an amazing man. And I said to him, do you think, like, I could ride? Like, the last time we went, I didn't ride. And he said, sure. And the one horse that's bonded with me, a beautiful, she's a mare. She's had a foal, but the foal's already quite big. And he's now, yeah. Anyway, and also beautiful. And got on. Okay, it was kind of crazy. I know Brandon in the group said something about it's not good to let children get on horses. But, oh, we didn't talk about Leo, Ashley. We'll get to Leo. Leo is very interesting. Sorry. Let me tell you my horsey story. So I get on, and TG with sort of great trepidation is going, oh no, oh no, oh no. And the first while it was fine. But the dear Mr. Groomsman forgot to tell me, don't trot with the horse because the horse will take off and start to really canter and give it a go at. Now, it's been years since I've actually been on the, well, it's probably been 4 years and sporadically at that, like holidays, maybe once in a while. Zeish, that's why I haven't. Actually, TG, it's ever since I met you. I've left my horses alone. No, shame, we won't blame TG. We've done lots of other things. And we haven't been to the doggy park either. Anyway, so of course I start trotting with a little trot. The next thing I know, where maggies, hier begin die paard te flip en hardloop. Well, I wasn't expecting that. And then, of course, I turned at it was literally bolting out the main entrance, and I thought, not a chance. I'm not that. And I veered right. And the next thing, I literally fell off. Thank God for my stirrup, because I managed. God knows, I've been sore for the last 3 days. Back spasm, hold down my hamstring, like woken muscles that I didn't even know I had, darling. It was horrendous, but I stayed on, managed to stop the thing. Actually, the groomsman helped me. I said, Raffy, help! Like, I really got such a fright. TG's thinking, oi, there we go, hospital, that's it. And thank God the horse stopped and I didn't fall off. But I tell you, I've been seared. Only tonight is the first night. Well, I've got a bit of an anna. Stretching. Need to stretch. By the way, look at my pretty butterfly dress. See, isn't that pretty? Yes, got it. Found it in the... Actually, I think Melissa, you got me this. All right. Okay, we'll get to Pisces. Let me look at Leo quickly. Sorry, Ash. Forgive me. Okay. Oh, gosh. Don't say I've lost my place, even though I had the sticky thing in it. Did I lose my place? No, it's here somewhere. All right. Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah, here we go. Leo. Leo is the only sign ruled by the sun. And like the lion, so-called king of the beasts, the Leonian, I can't say this, Leonian, yeah, that's right, can be regal, dignified, magnanimous. They are faithful, trusting, but strong-willed. They fix principles and ideas, and yet if carried too far, this may result in bossiness. Similarly, someone may become snobbish, conceited, and domineering. This book's actually a bit cuck when it comes to like good traits, but I've got another good trait book that we can look into. So I think it gives you a very realistic, like dark opinion, but then again, it could all be just balderdash. After all, this is just fun. Okay, the next one was Pisces. Pisces. Listen, I've never known Pisces. Never ever. And this last year, I've gotten to know more Pisces than ever. Even my one good friend, I realized, is a Pisces, and you guys are emotional. You are a tumultuous big cloud of stormy water, and you can be beautiful and flowing and brook-like and marvelous and funny and creative. And maybe I'll give my own opinion on some of these. But, when you guys get pissed off, it's all hell breaks loose. Like, you need your space, you need your time, you need to sort of, what's the word? Not roost. Is it roost? You need to roost somewhere in a corner and just, and then you're usually fine, and then you forgive. Is my star sign Pisces? No, darling, my star sign is not Pisces. Have another go. Yes. All right. So, where were we? Oh, so now we're reading Pisces. Okay, hang on. But I don't know if, Mountain Goat, do you agree with that? Maybe a wee bit? Yes, no, yes, no? Okay, I don't know. Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is typified by a sensitivity that may border on inhibited unless encouraged. By a sensitivity that may border on the inhibited unless encouraged. Fair enough. You guys do. You need lots of encouragement. I think the Pisces men and women. You do. You tend to, and that's fine. I as what I am, I also need encouragement. We all do. Everyone needs encouragement. We all need to be, yeah, go. That's why I think, in a way, this whole social media thing has become a bit of a pain in the ass, because we're all dying for that affirmation. We all want that affirmation. The truth is, the affirmation has to come within, darlings. From in. Exactly. So, Pisceans can be inspired and highly intuitive, although this may be clouded by mood swings from elation to depression. Kindness is a common trait, and there is often a strong spiritual faith. In excess, Piscean characteristics may result in muddled thinking, weakness of character, and excessive worry. See how this little paragraph always finishes on sort of the down low? But I think it gives, instead of saying, oh, it's sort of, but you must understand the zodiac stars, because the stars are all moving and things are changing all the time and the universe is expanding. All these things, all the traits, all the 12, or now it's the 13 houses, all present this. We all have something of this. And in some people it's just ironic. Like when I read this and I think of these people in my life and see who they are, it's like spot on. It's unfathomable. Okay, right. Back to some comments. Sorry, guys. The Mountain Goat. What does your book say about Scorpio? Was wondering if you are a Pisces. Right. No, I'm not a Pisces. Have another go. There's something fishy about Pisces. Ha, 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 Brandon. You're such a cad. I love it. Okay, what were we saying? Scorpio. Scorpio is one of my favorites. Come, guys. I'm giving you lots of clues. Lots of clues. Yes. So my first love was a Scorpio. The first boy that ever... No, the first boy that ever took me out on a date when I was very little, we went and watched Gods Must Be Crazy. He was a Taurus. He was a Taurus. Yeah. And then the second was a Sagittarius. I'm very attracted to the Sagittarius mind, I think. There's a lot of good things that happen with me and Sagittarius. I'll show you a number, because we'll talk numbers the one day. And that you'll find in my life too strange. Okay, so did I finish my point? I can't recall. Jaycee, am I a Gemini? Oh, hell no, darling. Both my parents are Gemini. Well, my father, bless him, was a Gemini. And yes, my mother's Gemini. So no. So that's why I'm so crazy. Right, hang on. Okay, Scorpio. Remember, it always has a little bit of a negative thingy at the end. This sign is one of intense energy, with deep, passionate feelings about the object of their attention, be it a person or an issue. Scorpions can be passionate, but in excess they can result in resentment, jealousy, and even hatred. However, they can equally be warm and charming. Their virtues become apparent when dealing with real life rather than more trivial matters. That's very true. That's very true. So, Brandon, you know. How did you know? Did I tell you? I probably told you. You know me too well, so you shouldn't say anything. Well done. Brandon, shall we give him a monkey mug? TG, bring me a monkey mug. So I found these no, there is one there. Is one of them, is that the monkey mug? Brandon, would you like a monkey mug when I see you? Hey? Check. It's an emoji monkey mug. So it's got the do not hear. What's it? Hear no evil. Should I take it out? It's yours now, Brandon. And now read Capricorn and we'll see. So it's of course, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It's kind of cool. I thought it was cool. And I love using this one always. But then I realized it's sort of smiling. But sometimes you don't. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. Yes. Okay, so Brandon just won your mug. So when we're talking about our event, when is it? The 8th. Yes? Did we say the 8th? The 8th of May? We're going to be seeing everyone. I shouldn't probably say it on here. But Brandon, oh yes, and there's also my Telegram group, Rebellious, what is it? Rebellious Group 2.0. I didn't even put my name in it. But yes. So look out for that on Telegram if you're on Telegram. And then we're going to talk about our getting together event for all our YouTubers. That's going to be awesome. Capricorn. Should I read Capricorn? Who wants to know a little bit? Let's see if I agree with this. Capricorns tend to be practical, ambitious, and caring. They often possess an excellent sense of humor. In personal relationships, caution is their watchword, but but once decided they will make good partners. Capricorns are also traditionalists and excel in routine, work, or in organizational capacities. Oi, you wouldn't say that recently. On the negative side, they may become too mean and stern, and caution may turn into selfishness. I concur. Exactly. My mother always says to me, "You're so mean." And I'm like, "I'm not mean, my dear sweetie heart mother." Like with Geminis, you always have to talk to them so sweetly. Like everything, like have the sugar cone and then the dollop of soft serve and the strawberry syrup and then the almonds and the chocolate sauce, and you have to like put the lastly a cherry on top just to have a simple conversation with them. Like, how's your day going? It's intense. Lucky Sagittarius. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, so I'm probably going to be giving one of these mugs. Yeah, so this was the last one. Else I would have gotten definitely another 1, 2, or 3 of these. Also for a little girl in my life, but she can use it when she comes to visit, so it's all good. Right. So does anyone want to talk about the right, the left of these sort of? I just really feel that I'm sick and tired of these stupid left and right idiots who can't get out of their head some stupid doff narrative that was given to them because they've got nothing better to do, you know. Like they believe in hating a certain group. Fuck off! Who wants that? You don't need to hate anyone. There's enough trouble in the world to hate someone. Don't hate. Luna says, don't hate, be happy. It's hard sometimes. I'm not saying be happy. I'm saying live in the frickin' moment, right? And it's hard as hell. It really is sometimes to live in the moment. And we're also consumed with ego and altruism and, it's like, and I mean, I think narcissists in your life are also a huge point. I'd hate to think, hello, my brookie, how you doing, sweetheart? If you rewind and watch later, you'll see something I sent you. So, mwah. Oh, no, do not break my boxes. What are you doing? Leave it in the box. I'll just show the people. Is that yours? This is for the tea. Is this for the... I actually realized I think I have a bit of a fetish for mugs. I mean, I've got 2 of Germ's mugs, and then I realized I've got mugs. So this is, so TG says, like, yeah, there's that one. So this one is also to win. I don't know if anyone, I don't know, give a shit. Yeah. I thought that was quite funny. Sweet. TG liked that one. So fair enough. Okay. So where were we? So yes, so people, and I mean, I encountered something absolutely horrendous recently. There's a particular person that keeps triggering me and in one of the groups, and I couldn't believe what this person had said on Freedom Day. And they're very clever, obviously, and it's known. I don't believe they're stupid. It's funny enough, some of the most cleverest people are the most almost naive, assumptuous, and downright fools. Absolute fools. Just unbelievable. And you know, they're so twisted about their obsession that they absolutely lose the point of it all, and to just be at one with yourself, because yourself is key. If you don't know yourself, if you don't understand the self, then you'll never sort of feel you fit in anything. And I think it's one of those key things is to let go of hate. It's not, it just bogs you down. It's just bogging you down. And I mean, the whole thing, and this person got me flustered. And in the end, someone remarked about them being a dick. And I said, don't worry, darlings. I usually don't let dicks upset me. What did I say? I don't let dicks, the only time, what the heck did I say now? The only time I like a dick is when it's inside me. Else I don't like dicks. But there we go. So, yes, that gave everyone a bit of a chuckle. Oh, no, we have, oh, dear. 1 second, I don't know who that could be at this. Hold on. Anyway, so we'll carry on. So there's someone at the door, and see, my little pudding is not so bad. She doesn't go mull. Can they come back just now? Anyway, can they come back just now? Thank you, darling. Right. So shame they had to get out of their little housey to come knock on the door. Anyway, was it anything important? Was it Philip coming to say hello from the other side?
By no regulation by the pool.
Tough. Well, it's winter. Hello. Anyway. Actually, shocking but well said about dicks. Yes, I won't tolerate them unless they're obviously inside me. Sorry, darlings. It's just not gonna cut it. Just I will call you out if you are like that and you can't tolerate other people and not be respectful for others, then you're, and I don't know why it has to be after a male member, but you're an asshole. And it's just not cricket. Not cricket at all. It's going down. I've seen your dog. It's evil. Huh. Yes, she's absolutely wicked. Horns and all. Yes, my fluffy fluff. Yeah, she's my little fluff teddy. We have a whole little ritual in the mornings where we snuggle together. Like she demands it. Demands. I will be snuggled, cuddled. I will. The Brew's also got some lovely mutts. They're too sweet. The Blue Key, thinking of you, my darling. And I'll contact you hopefully tomorrow if it suits. Yes. I don't know what triggered means. Never heard. I never have. If you have a problem, let's sort it out. Ha! I concur, but sometimes you can't. It's like that Arkham's theory. Is it that? Is that what it's called? I can't think now. Razor. What's Arkham's razor theory? It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's like someone believing, like we say, whatever it is, in a god, in a deity, in a way of life, in the earth is flat, the earth is round. It doesn't matter. You can't convince that person otherwise. It just gets more and more and more verbose. It's just gets bigger and bigger, and you're never going to sort of get your point across. There we go. Arkham's razor. Exactly. But I agree. If you have a problem with me, I'd rather you come to me and say, listen, this is the situation. I didn't appreciate when you did X, Y, or Z. I don't know. I really, as a person, I detest not knowing what I've done. If I've done something specifically to get under your skin or to get you upset in any way, then you can say, Ruth, you're being a bitch, or you're being a dick, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. And I'll say, okay, let me look at myself. And if I realize I've been a bit of a cow, then I'll change and I'll apologize and I'll realize what I've done wrong. But if I don't know what I've done wrong to upset you, I think like in terms of a Pisces, sometimes they just need time to reflect and resume and look forward and look at the growth. I have a very special work colleague I work with, and that sort of happened with us the once. And I gave her space. Look, I don't necessarily I like to know now. I'm very impatient. I want to know why now, immediately. Why did I upset you? What's freaking you out? And sometimes people are not ready for that. And when I went out with Amy and Sinaki, I see she's not here this evening. Bruce is nothing like a PK. Yeah, anyway, I can't reach. I'm too short. I usually just get dodged out the side. Like if I could, then it would work. But most people are way taller than I am. And I found this amazing little board, and we've got to put it up. And it says, be still. And I think be still for me is about patience and reflection. And it was just something that resonated with me. And I think there's this amazing little curio shop, and maybe there are, I'm sure there's one around every corner in one great mall, almost like a little gift shop. And this one was called, it's actually a gin garden. And they've really tried to create good ambience. And the food is fantastic. Wow, the food was really awesome. what was it called? Crafters Cafe, I think. Something like, I'll check it. It's in the Reeds Mall. I think it was. And they just have nice little things and gifts. And this little board resonated. I actually looked at the boards and then I thought, nah. Then I walked around again and then I walked around again and then I saw it. And I thought, no, this is for me. Look at the, wait, what? Look at the star signs. No, sure. Brew, we were talking about that. Capricorns. So, shall we quickly look at the Gemini one? Did I throw my piece of paper away? Oh dear. Is this the right book? Yes, this is the right book. Has anyone had any funny dreams? So Gemini. So please note, my mother and my father were Gemini. I have one good friend overseas who's a Gemini, and if her and I get into things like too hectic, like we'll always discuss, like get into these intense topics like politics and religion, and her and I generally have very different views on things, and we get into it and things can get quite serious. So this is Gemini. This third sign of the zodiac is that of the heavenly twins, which, not surprisingly, can surface as certain duality, which in the negative sense may result in someone being two-faced. Geminians are intelligent, quick of mind, versatile, and often good communicators. If the dual nature is too strongly negative, then it may lead to a lack of achievements through being overcommitted and trying to do too many things at once. Okay. Who knows? But yes, so that's that one. Hedonistic theory on violence and separation. Look, Brew, I think you're getting into a whole philosophical conversation there. A theory of... No, look, we've all been... Listen, like, people complain about what's going in the world today, and yes, there are atrocious freaking things happening in the world, but compared to where we've come from, with no running water, no hygiene, live till you're 40 because literally all your teeth would rot, especially after the late 1800s when they discovered sugar plantations. Like, people would starve to death. Starve because their teeth would rot. Ugh. Anyway, but yeah, guys, so that's sort of all I have to say this evening, I think. And there's a big event happening, a celestial event happening next month. There's a solar eclipse. No, a lunar eclipse. And then in June, there's going to be let me get this right. Lunar eclipse next month, I think around about the 21st of May. And then on the when is it? I think in June. So around the 10th of June, but I may be wrong. There is a solar eclipse. So lots of energies, things happening at the moment. So really, I think it's time to take stock, evaluate what's in your life, how to change, let something go, bless something, be at peace, reflect, change. It's really a very powerful time. Okay, Nick Mueller, question if I may. Personality verse... I don't know, but we'll get to it. So the personality or consciousness or character, or do you mean consciousness? Like an atheist friend of mine once said that, the soul is the conscious. Is it? Yes? Is that the consciousness, your consciousness. And yeah, we used to get into lots of interesting top personality versus character. So I think character is more your upbringing, your manners, the way you were brought up. You help take off plates from the dinner table and take them to the sink, offer to perhaps wash the dishes. Yes, hoping. Doing certain things, being polite, being, those sort of things, acknowledging, being taught something. And your personality is more your little creative consciousness, your sense of humor, your quirkiness, your dislikes, things that sort of upset you. So you can decide, okay, like you're a slow driver and you don't like fast drivers. And and that sort of character trait, like a fast driver, would upset you, and your personality would react by it. I think sort of that's my take on it. Disclosure, I'm no psychologist. I should have maybe studied a little. Well, I'd studied a little bit when I did my 3 years at the University of, what's it called now? Chwani University of Technology. Yes, that one. Sure, that was a mouthful. Whew. So, yeah, I brought back. I haven't thought about that in years. I don't know. Does that, Nick? Does that help answer, or do you agree? Do you disagree? I think it's so important to have good character. And yes, things can upset us, but it's how we react. That's the difference. Oh, listen, I can be very short tempered. I have a very short fuse. I have hectic road rage. I do. I'm like a little. Just ask Melissa. She thought she was on her way to meet her maker on Sunday, and I would never do that. But I wonder if it's this drink here. TG, what's the matter, darling? Why are you doing that? Nothing. All right. Yes, this thing is tickling my throat. I had like 3-4 hours sleep last night. Ooh, a fantastic show that I recommend. And it's not that long. Listen, I binge any series if it's good. Was Shadows and Bones. Shadows and Bones was really awesome. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did. It felt sort of like.
Thanks for watching without me.
Well, everything I want to watch, you fall. Oh God! And you know what he made me do? He started watching Mortal Kombat, and I got like, I think, halfway. Actually, still need to finish it, but I wasn't enjoying it. I really wasn't. I was like, I don't know. Who's seen it? Oh, and I saw a brilliant movie with Justin Timberlake called Palmer. That was quite good. You are born with personality. Your upbringing creates your character. Nicely said, Debru. Nicely said. Yeah. All right. We've nearly done a bit of an hour. Yeah, and I think I just wanted to say, yes, things are still car in this world of ours, but we need to concentrate and have discussions with people. I know I'm borrowing this from another good lad who and even a woman who says, we need to show people. And that's the craziest thing about masks, is that now we can't smile at people. I used to love smiling at people. We can't sort of do that anymore. And I think, well, if you're not wearing your mask and you're able to, bloody smile away. Just smile away. Show different folk that you also are human, and you also intuitively struggling with all that's happening around us, but you want to connect with people. I mean, that's trigonometry, like that have helped me. I don't know why. I think it's just, babes, I don't think this Red Bull agrees with me. I should be having some wine, but I thought, no, it's a school night, and I need sleep tonight. So I don't want to wake up with a half bubbleus, like, that when you wake up, you're like dying of thirst. Anyway, oh yes, when we watched that Netflix show, What We Started, like those concerts, like 1989 in Germany, their first street parade, where it was like before Ultra. Like, holy cow, there were 100, how many people in that street parade? Like 100,000, 120.
1 million.
Was it 1 million?
Over 1 million in Berlin.
In Berlin, over 1 million people down the street, and there's Cole Cox on this massive monument, and he's playing this music, and all you see is just heads, like the sea of people. It's unfathomable. And to think, I really hope we go back to that. And I feel so sad that I think my son's generation won't get to see that, won't get to experience that. But I hope they do, because we're going to kick this thing in the ass. Spamdemic. Anyway, yes. So, oh yes, yeah, it was a bit of a spoiler alert. But that was just one scene. I mean, just so cool. So cool. But there you see, I mean, like the back of Cole Cox almost looks like Jabba the Hutt. No, I'm kidding. Like, that's just so, like, wrong. Yes, so happy birthday to my Taurus people. I really hope you have a marvelous month. And if, yeah, I missed, what was it the other day and you've already started? I think it's from, let me get it right here. I have to check the day. Taurus start from, who knows, people, from April 20th to May the 21st. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. So I hope we had fun. Oh, by the way, as well, guess what? I found these in the shop the other day in a packet. Like you couldn't, I'm sure you can get them in like the long ones. But if you guys are, and if you've seen Super C, like they still make them. Can you believe it? You know what I wish they'd bring back? Are those sweets by Beacon called Nutty Puffs. They were my best. I miss Nutty Puffs so bad. But yeah, Super C's are kind of cool, and I think they're nice for kids' lunch boxes because it's not like an entire sugar rush. And I hope what they mean what they say. Okay, they've probably got tons of preservatives and crap in them as well. Oh dear, now that I'm reading it, I'm going, oh my god. Well, I hope there's enough vitamin C to help. At least it helps the vitamin C go down. Yeah, the brew agrees with me. Mortal Kombat was shit. Well, should I continue watching it? I don't even want to. I really don't. By the way, maybe I shouldn't do a spoiler alert. But does the girl eventually, like the cadet woman, does she eventually get powers of her own? Like that would be cool. I don't know if that ever happens. Yes, Ashley says Natty Puffs are the best. Oh, I wish they had one. Oh, and shame, look what TG brought me today. Isn't that cute? I usually get it on Valentine's. He just wants to keep me fat with a capital P. Stuff that. Now listen, after being on that horsey, I have to do something seriously. Like seriously, I have to start Pilates or even horse riding. Yes, maar dis goed is duur, jong. But I suppose anything worth having is a little bit expensive. But I know places not too bad. Like, what do you guys spend on your hobby every month, approximately? Like, how much money would you say you invest in like a hobby? And I'm not talking about only buying and alcohol consumption. No, I'm talking about like a proper hobby, like whether it be archery or diving. Like these are the things. These things, like big boy toys, cost money. Did you see that video of that man cave? My machis, how cool is that? That was a man cave of notes. That was a really cool. Sorry, TG's like, what am I talking about? I'm jumping around like a jack in the box. What was that? I was talking about Super C.
I could have shown it in the video.
Yeah, but I've just thought about it. Yes, we'll put it on next time. Like the ultimate man cave. And do you think he did the shelves himself? But yes, so your hobbies, ladies and gents. Oh yes, golden peanut butter bombs. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, they're lekker. But if they made them today, they're probably half the size of the normal things. Like that's another thing. Don't you find like things have just become so like not what they used to be? Yeah, anyway, let's not get depressed, shall we? Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it an evening. It's nearly an hour. And yeah, have a fun one. Dress warmly, wherever you are. Shame the Cape gets lots of rain. Whew. But we're also thinking of coming down to Cape Town in September. Here's hoping. And just having a jaw. And keep your chin up, guys. It's always nice to dress nicely in winter as well because you can layer up and you can stay away from all the chocolates and chips. That's the big one. But yes, bodies for, I think we're going to try this. Summer bodies are made in winter. Booyah! Yes, let's go for this. 25, Nick Mueller, 25 gig data. Okay, I missed that one. What's a 25 gig data? I don't know. It's not, that's like an average office, like one computer. I don't know, like 25 gigs. It's not a lot. Not when you're downloading movies. No, I know. I've been trying to explain to a colleague of mine what a gig is, and I did it quite well, I think, but because they're trying to determine what they need for one of the computers at one of the offices, and the whole arguments. No, I don't even want to talk about it. It's all work stuff. But some people have no clue. Sorry, TG's going out of his mind because I'm talking and I'm waffling. And basically this person can't understand how much data they use. And I've explained it to them that over a gig is like a full-length movie. And if that's how much data, how much words and things and pictures you're using, that's how much it is. So depending on how much you use, that's how much you need. So it's, I mean, for basic like emails and stuff, like 25 gigs over a month is technically, I would say, fair. If you're not streaming and you're not downloading games and you're not on PlayStation Online or Xbox, or for a basic office machine, 25 gigs should be sufficient. But if you're running cameras and monitors and servers and updates and security features, you need more. Anyway, Zelavi, cost of my hobby, 25. Ooh, okay, fair enough. Cost of my hobby. No, but in dollars and cents and gold and things, that kind of. Wait a minute. Nick, are you. Oh, I just figured out what Nick's hobby is. Don't worry. Oh, what was that documentary you were watching, TG, last night? I couldn't watch. I wasn't watching.
What?
The sex thingy? What's it called? Who are the girls? What?
Oh.
What's
Hot
that one?
Girls Wanted.
Hot
Turned
Girls
On.
Wanted. What? Turned On.
Turned On. It's a series.
Is it a series? Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, isn't Netflix actually the coolest? It's actually awesome. Like, you can watch the coolest shows. Yeah, like you can delve into all sorts of stuff. It's so cool. But it's called what? Let's repeat it. What?
Hot Girls Wanted.
Hot Girls Wanted.
Turned On.
Turned On. And it's actually this, I think her name is Kayla Lust. What's that woman's name?
No, the first episode is about...
Okay, what's that woman who makes those?
Erica Lust.
Erica Lust. I actually want to find some time. We should maybe do a stream about her. I found that absolutely inspirational from a woman's perspective. Anyway.
They talk about the female directors in porn, and then they talk about the second one's all about Tinder and dating.
You fell asleep in that one.
No, it's actually very interesting. This girl was really into this guy, and then basically she said one thing wrong, like
and he ghosted her,
and he ghosted her basically.
Yeah, but this is the problem with the internet. There's no accountability.
It says, you can have one date, and you can go move from one chick to another chick very easily. Yeah.
A chick, eh? Do they go chip chip?
Yeah.
Chip chip chip. Yes.
All right. I found a winner.
Nick, costume. No, not that, Ruth. Harm. All right. Yes. No, we're not talking about that stuff. But we do sort of delve into it. Did we get a warning? Like, that's the thing. We gotta. Anyway, we need to end it. But people, I'm so glad you joined me this evening. Have a marvelous rest of a 2-day week. And what is going on? Is someone still at the door? For what?
The pools.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, yes, I'll go there looking at this. I'll get a fright. Anyway, so have a marvelous 2-day week. Yes, we've only got Thursday, Friday. Yes, what? Yay! And then next week have a good one as well, guys. Keep your socks on and your head level, and don't get upset about too much. And we'll see you next Tuesday, I hope. All right. Lots of love, people. TTFN. Mwah!